Welcome back, crystal lovers, to Let's Raid My Shop Drawers. Today's theme is EMF Shield or Placebo, you decide. Because let's be honest, maybe 5G is turning our brains to soup. Or maybe it's just nice to pretend it's not our fault. Either way, I'm here to sell you the rocks you can blame your headaches on. So we're going to look into, I've got Shungite, Elite Shungite, and Terahertz. So first, let's get into a whole material overview. All right, put this guy over here. So Shungite, 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 and Shungite. Shungite is a black, carbon-rich stone found in, I may not say this correctly, Karelia, Russia. Okay, it's used in Russian folk medicine, especially to purify water. And the metaphysical world calls it the OG EMF blocker that's said to absorb radiation and protect your aura from bad vibes. Physically, it's matte black. Sometimes it's dusty. Sometimes it gets your hands all, see, yuck. It's a natural stone. So it's going to be like getting you carbon on your gingers, but that's what it is. So it's not going to be a shocker when you get something here and you're like, oh my gosh, because it's a natural stone. This is the one that was rumored, and I'm not sure because I haven't been there, but rumored to have been lining the aqueducts in Rome to filter their water. That's what they say. Oh, I'm not sure. Now, let's get into Elite Shungite. It's so shiny. It's different. This is like the fancy bougie grade of Shungite. So it's got this silvery luster. It's very fragile and it flakes off. Okay, so it's like mineral glitter with an attitude problem. And this is the one that I use, and I'm not giving you medical advice at all, so don't take it from me. I just sell rocks. And this is the one that I put into my water to filter it. Now, you go do your own research because maybe I'm just, ingesting high levels of metal. I don't know. But anyhow, that's what I do to filter my water. You can go research it. But either way, you might just want to get this and stick it in front of your devices to, save your brain. Then we're going to look here at Terahertz. Terahertz as a crystal is lab created, so it's not crystal. Okay, it's silicone-based stone. They made this in Japan. It's super shiny, as you can see. Bright metallic silver finish, sci-fi vibes that you can fondle. And it's marketed as harmonizing EMF energy instead of blocking it. So it's like the new age answer to, what if tech bros invented a crystal? Okay, so that's what we got here with the Terahertz. All right, now let's break down what's in my drawers from my crystal shop. We have a Shungite disc necklace. So you can see here, this is a thin little bugger. So when you get it, it comes literally in this little bag. This is fragile. Please be gentle. Because I already broke one that I was wearing. Because I was like, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. And then I grabbed it too hard and I broke it because it's thin to win, bro. So know that if you're going to get this, but it has a little cord, little fabric type cord here, and it's not tied because you are going to tie it to whatever desired length you want. But this is essentially a little Shungite pebble. I love wearing mine. I'm just telling you it's fragile, so be careful. So you can wear it like your little anti-EMF amulet. It's lightweight, but again, brittle. So handle it like your last nerve. And it's kind of like a minimalist goth aesthetic, kind of like Steve Jobs ran a coven. Your choice. All right, let's move on to this Shungite necklace. This one's a little different. This is Shungite beads. It's almost like a string of pearls, but girl, it's beautiful. And this is, again, like you're going to wear these necklaces. It's for your close range EMF absorption, allegedly, my opinion. So this is to shield your aura from electronic nastiness. Support some grounding because black stones are always about grounding. It's basically your wearable rock shield for your fragile electromagnetic soul. And it looks very sleek, but of course, none of these Shungites you really want to drop, okay? Because it's basically carbon and it's fragile, very fragile. Okay. Then we have the Shungite tabs to put on your phone. So there's a little tiny stickum on the back, right? You can get a rectangle, you can get a little circle. And so they're low profile. See, they're really tiny. And these are easy to slap on a phone, slap on a laptop, your routers, wherever your 5G anxiety lies. So this again is said to neutralize and absorb EMF at the source. It creates a shield for your personal electronics. Now, depending on how big your electronic is, you might need more than one, if you know what I'm saying, because you can see these are small, good for a little cell phone, but you might even want a couple on your cell phone because, some of these cell phones are like hauling computers around. But it lets you doom scroll in peace. So it's kind of like for the conspiracy theorist who can't give up Instagram, stick it on your phone so you can sleep at night blaming something else, or it's a perfect stocking stuffer for your most paranoid friend. All right, where we got that one? Shungite cube. Oh, I love it. So again, we have the solid black mat. You can see it's a natural stone, so it's not perfect, but it's perfect if you're into your minimalist vibes. It's heavier than it looks, even though it's mainly carbon. If you needed to chuck it at somebody's head, you could. It'll probably shatter once it hits the floor, but it's said to also reduce your EMF zone. It's great to put on a desk, a nightstand, near your Wi-Fi routers. If you wanted to stick this like right on top of your cell phone at night, I totally would, but I actually choose this to put on top of my cell phone at night. Anyhow, this is also symbolic. It's a cube. It symbolizes grounding and energetic stability because it is a cube shape. So this is kind of like, don't talk to me, I'm blocking Wi-Fi desk accessory, but, kind of modern art that your conspiracy theorist uncle would totally approve of. And it's heavy enough to use as a paperweight or self-defense if your EMFs get really aggressive. Okay, let's get into this Shungite plate. This is what I'm talking about. I take my phone at night and it sits there and I put the whole plate on top. This is just what I do. I'm just like, maybe during the day, one of these little Shungite tabs would be great, but I go for the big gun as I sleep at night. I know some people are like, well, you should just turn your phone off. I'm not going to do that. So you can just spin. But that's what I do. My Shungite plate goes on top of that. Now, the other thing you can see here, this has the flower of life carved into it. So if you wanted to turn this into a crystal grid, you totally could. It's pretty thick and it's very cool. So that's what we have for Shungite, the OG Shungite. Next, we have the Elite Shungite. So this is supposed to be the most potent EMF absorber. So it's used for top-tier aura protection. It's really loved by the crystal purist and spiritual snobs alike. And so this is like basically your premium paranoia package. It's shinier than your ex's promises and just as fragile. And if you're going to be that person, you want to get at least the good stuff. So of course, because this has it's more pure Shungite, this has a higher price point, just so you know. But it still comes from Russia. I did get it from a vendor over there. So if you totally want to get this type of Shungite, you do a little bit of research on the purification properties, and this is the baby that might just want to come home with you. Let's get into the Terahertz. Terahertz, remember, this is the one that's lab created in Japan. And Japan's all cool and they make all sorts of neat stuff. Now, this is said to harmonize the EMFs rather than block them. So it's like kind of used for balancing energy in tech-heavy environments. Or if you're working from home still, you never went back to the office and you've got 900 extra pieces of equipment that you just did not realize were going to be living with you forever in your home, this would be perfect for you. I actually have a ton of these. I line them up on top of my computer, my extra external hard drives. They're everywhere. It's like, where's Waldo? You would spot them everywhere. You'd win every time you could look in my office. Now, some claim, and I ain't making this medical claim, but I'm just telling you what some of these other people in the crystal streets are saying. Some claim it boosts blood flow or vitality. Again, go check a disclaimer, go do your research. Don't trust me. I'm just some chick trying to sell rocks out of my drawers. This is for the modern witch that loves their technology or maybe kind of hates it but needs to have the tech around. It's the engineered stone, because even rocks went to MIT. And it looks like something Elon Musk would use to summon demons. I'm just saying. So if you want to be EMF protected and shiny about it, this one is like truly your best bet. I love this one. And it's not going to leave your having black stuff on your hands. But again, it's kind of a different vibe because this is not natural. Where we had our Shungite, beautiful Shungite plate with the flower life. There's only a couple of these left. So if this is what you're wanting to put on top of your cell phone, go for it. If you're looking for Shungite on the go, the little tabs are great. But remember, I think you might want to have more than one tab per phone. I'm not trying to sell you more, but I'm just saying. And the cube, this is always great, you know, if you want to put it on top of another device, maybe even your phone, or if you want to clear out that energy on your crystal altar, or maybe even on top of your tarot decks, you might want to check this out. Don't forget you have this little fragile necklace. This one's a little pebble. That's what I call it. But remember, super thin, fragile. Be careful. If you're a klutz like me, this might not be your best choice. You might want to go with the Shungite beads. Might be what you want. But all of these EMF shield adjacent goodies are in my shop. Link below, because if you're going to be paranoid about 5G, we might as well be aesthetic about it. I'll ship them with love, cleanse them with sound, and they'll come to your home lickety-split. With that, I'll see you next time.